In this English pronunciation tutorial, you're going to learn how to tell the difference between the sound in English and the sound in English. These two sounds can be incredibly difficult to hear the difference between if you have learned English as a second language. And the reason for that is because they sound very, very similar and they come from similar positions in the mouth. What I'm going to do today is take you through a simple 4-step process that I use to help my clients to learn to tell the difference between these two sounds. And then I'm going to give you some exercises at the end of the video to really make sure that you can actually hear the difference between these two sounds when they're used in English speech. So make sure to watch until the end of the video. If you feel like you've still got room to improve your English speaking and that by doing so would help you to speak the language with more confidence, then make sure to subscribe for weekly tutorials that come out like this. Let's get started with the lesson. So, I'm going to break the lesson down into 4 simple parts. We're going to start by looking at how we make both sounds and where they actually come from in the mouth. I'm then going to compare the two sounds and give you a simple exercise to tell the difference. We're then going to go through 5 words that are exactly the same in English, apart from this one English vowel sound that makes them different. And then finally, I'm going to give you a couple of sentences for you to practice making this sound in full sentences of English to get you comfortable using it in context. So let's get started. The sound to begin with. The sound is a short vowel sound in English. It comes in words like put or foot. And take a look at my lips. My lips are rounded. This is the sound in English that has my lips in the most tightly rounded position. The sound comes from almost the very back of my mouth, and my mouth is almost completely closed. So if you look at a vowel chart in English, it's right there, almost at the very back and the very top. Okay? It's really important when you make this sound to really put your lips in a really tight position and stick them out, like you're, almost like you're kissing something, okay? Look at it from a sideways point of view. Look how far my lips actually come out when I make the sound. Let's now look at the sound in English. What do you notice? Food, mood. Well, first of all, it's a long vowel sound in English. Can you see my lips? They're in the rounded position again. And the lips almost become tighter as I make the sound. Do you hear that? Food. As I make the sound, it's almost like I'm getting ready to make the sound that comes after the sound. The sound comes from the very back of my mouth and it's in a closed position. So my mouth is as closed as it can be without actually being closed. Let's now compare these two sounds and put them together so you can see exactly the difference between them both, okay? Can you see there how with my lips open slightly more for the short sound? Okay? Food, foot. All right? So the exercise to learn the difference between these two sounds is just simply to go in between them like I've just done there. Okay? It may feel unnatural. It will feel unnatural. Even for me doing this exercise myself, I still feel it in my lips, okay, because when I'm speaking English normally, I'm not doing this exercise, which is really designed to strengthen the lips and make them comfortable in that position. So the key exercise to learn the difference between these two English sounds is to actually get comfortable making the positions for both of them. Ooh, okay? Let's now look at 5 words in English that are exactly the same apart from these 2 English vowel sounds that make them different. Being able to tell the difference between these 2 sounds will enable you to hear the difference between these 2 words and actually make these 2 words correctly in speech. If you can't make the sounds correctly, then you're never going to get the words correctly in English, and that's where you start to make big mistakes when you get them wrong. For example, if I say I'm full, that means I'm full, I don't need any food, I'm not hungry. But if I say I'm a fool or I'm fool, it means I'm stupid, okay? If you put an A in there, I'm a fool, it would mean that I'm stupid, okay? So the 5 words to learn the difference between these 2 sounds. Number 1, suit, soot, suit, soot, suit, soot, suit, soot, okay? Practice them along with me. Number 2, hood, 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 hood. Who'd been to the party? This jacket doesn't have a hood. Should, 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 should. I shooed him away, okay? I shooed him away. I should keep making English pronunciation tutorials. I should keep making English pronunciation tutorials. Luke, look, Luke, look, Luke, look, Luke, look. I've got a friend called Luke. Luke in English is a man's name. Look, look over there. Look over there. Look at that. Look, look, look. I am looking at the camera. And finally, pool, pull, pool, pull, pool, pull, pool, pull. Some of these houses around us are really, really expensive houses. And in some of the back streets, the houses here have underground swimming pools, okay? So they have underground swimming pools. Can you imagine? I want one of them in my house. Amazing, all right? And pull, 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 pull. I pull the rope, all right? Pull, 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 pull. And now, finally, I'm going to give you 2 sentences that you can practice. One, focus on each of these sounds to get comfortable making these 2 English sounds in your English speech, okay? So practice these now and then spend the rest of the week practicing these 2 sentences, and it's really, really going to make a massive difference. Let's go. Sentence 1 is for the oo sound. Ready? The rude youth moved schools. 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 And the second is, it's actually a saying that we have in English, should've, could've, would've. Should've, could've, would've. If I had the opportunity to do something and I didn't, and I'm making excuses for having not done it, and they're bad excuses, someone could say to me, should've, could've, would've. 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 Okay? So to recap, we've looked at the difference between these 2 sounds. We've then looked at an exercise that you can practice to go between the 2 sounds to help you to learn to tell the difference, and also to get comfortable making both sounds. We've then looked at 5 minimal pairs, 5 pairs of words that are exactly the same apart from this one sound, which is essential to be able to tell the difference between these 2 words. And finally, I've given you 2 sentences that you can take away and practice using this sound, or to practice using it in your English speech. Thumbs up if you've liked the video. Subscribe for more English pronunciation tutorials that come out like this to help you to speak English with confidence and to feel comfortable and confident when you're using English in your life, okay? Also, please do share the video with anyone else that you know that's learning English and that could benefit from these kind of tutorials too. And make sure to turn notifications on when you subscribe to the channel so you get informed when the latest video comes out. Thumbs up, and I'll see you next week.